Seneca once said, "Begin at once to live and count each separate day as a separate life." This profound reminder encourages us to treat each day as a complete life in itself. As one day ends, it provides us an opportunity to close its chapter with introspection and grace. In this video, we'll delve into 7 Stoic routines that can help us end our day with mindfulness, grounding ourselves in preparation for the gift of a new day ahead. Remember, while each lesson holds its unique value, the key is to find the ones that resonate with you and incorporate them into your nightly routine, tailoring them to your journey. Before we dive in, I would greatly appreciate it if you would like this video to help spread the Stoic philosophy. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss any future videos. Lesson 1. Reflect on the day's actions. Reflecting on the day's actions is not just a mental exercise, but a transformative ritual. This age-old Stoic practice merges introspection with intention, acting as a bridge between who we were today and who we aspire to be tomorrow. Each day presents us with a myriad of choices, each one painting a stroke on the canvas of our life. By reflecting, we're not just revisiting these choices, but stepping into the shoes of an observer, understanding the motives behind our actions and their subsequent ripple effects. Consider a simple interaction like conversing with a colleague. Through the lens of reflection, you can dissect this exchange. Were your words driven by genuine interest or obligation? When they spoke, did you listen to understand or merely to reply? This granular self-assessment can reveal deeply ingrained patterns of behavior that we might be oblivious to. When reflecting on more significant events, such as a challenging decision at work or a disagreement at home, you can discern whether your response was rooted in ego, emotion, or equanimity. Were you swayed by the desire for validation or driven by genuine concern for the greater good? Reflection isn't just about identifying virtues and vices. It's a gateway to deeper self-knowledge. Understanding our actions helps us unravel the layers of our psyche, uncovering fears, desires, biases, and beliefs that influence our choices. Incorporating this practice into our nightly routine has profound implications. It allows us to wake up each day with a clearer understanding of ourselves and a roadmap for personal growth. We become proactive architects of our character rather than passive recipients of external influences. Lesson 2. Prepare for tomorrow's challenges. Preparing for tomorrow's challenges isn't about forecasting every potential hurdle or filling your mind with dread for the unknown. Instead, it's about mentally equipping yourself to face whatever may come your way, anchoring yourself in Stoic resilience. The Stoics taught us the concept of premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. This technique involves visualizing potential challenges, not to foster anxiety, but to diminish the shock of adversity and build a mental framework for handling difficulties. Seneca once said, "What is quite unlooked for is more crushing in its effect, and unexpectedness adds to the weight of a disaster." By preparing our minds in advance, we're less likely to be shaken when faced with challenges. Consider your day ahead. Maybe you have a challenging presentation, a difficult conversation awaiting you, or a decision looming on the horizon. Take a moment the night before to envision these scenarios, walking through them in your mind, visualizing not just the events but your reactions, emotions, and possible responses. Think about the worst-case scenarios, but more importantly, envision how you would handle them with grace, poise, and Stoic calm. For instance, if you're worried about a disagreement in an upcoming meeting, rather than focusing on the conflict, concentrate on your response. How can you remain grounded, ensuring the conversation stays productive and doesn't veer into the personal? By visualizing your calm demeanor and thoughtful responses, you're mentally rehearsing, ensuring you're better equipped when the real challenge emerges. It's also beneficial to reflect on the Stoic tenet that we control our reactions even if we can't control events. If you're anticipating a potential setback, like a delay in a project or an unforeseen obstacle, remind yourself of the Stoic principle. It's not events that upset us, but our judgment about them. Equip yourself with a mindset that sees setbacks not as failures, but as opportunities for growth and learning. By making this mental preparation a nightly ritual, you're proactively sculpting your responses, ensuring that even amidst unexpected turbulence, you remain steadfast, unshaken, and anchored in Stoic wisdom. Lesson 3. Express gratitude as night draws near and the world descends into quietude. Our Stoic journey nudges us toward one of the most profound human experiences: gratitude. This practice transcends mere thankfulness. It's a philosophical stance, a way of looking at the world and our place within it. Gratitude is akin to a lighthouse in the vast ocean of existence, where storms of discontent and waves of desire constantly threaten to throw us off course. This beacon of thankfulness helps us navigate, acting as a compass pointing toward contentment and urging us to find beauty and simplicity and wealth in the immaterial. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, often started his day with a simple question: what am I thankful for today? For a man of power and prestige, this humble ritual was a grounding force. By evening, as he reflected upon his day, the tapestry of his gratitude grew richer, filled with both grand gestures and quiet moments. In our daily whirlwind of activities, it's easy to get caught up in what we lack, what went wrong, or what could be better. Yet each day offers a multitude of gifts: the melody of morning birds, the aroma of freshly brewed coffee, the infectious laughter of a loved one, or the mere act of breathing, of being alive amidst the grand theater of existence. Each evening, as you sit in quiet reflection, challenge yourself to go beyond the obvious. Dive deeper into the reservoirs of your experiences. Did you notice the patterns of shadows and light playing on the walls during sunset? Or the rhythm of your heart, a tireless symphony of life? Perhaps there was an unexpected message from an old friend or the discovery of a song that resonated with your soul. Incorporating this expansive view of gratitude into your nightly ritual changes not just your perspective, but the very fabric of your existence. No longer are you a passive player in the theater of life, but an active seeker, hunting for moments of wonder, joy, and thankfulness. As days turn to weeks and weeks to months, this enriched perspective becomes a part of your being. The world around you transforms. Challenges, instead of daunting cliffs, become adventurous treks. Mistakes, instead of burdens, become lessons adorned with wisdom. Life, in all its unpredictability, becomes a dance of endless moments, each deserving of your gratitude. As you lay down each night, let your heart brim with thankfulness. Let it echo with the countless joys, both monumental and minute, that the day offered. In the grand narrative of Stoicism, gratitude isn't just an act, it's an art, painting our lives with hues of contentment, wonder, and ceaseless appreciation. Lesson 4. Read from Stoic texts with the moon casting its silvery glow. There's a ritual that has fortified seekers of wisdom for centuries: the act of reading Stoic texts. This is not just a habit, but an immersion, a communion with some of the keenest minds that have ever graced our world. Stoic literature isn't just words on paper. It's a treasure trove of life's profoundest secrets. These texts, penned by thinkers like Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus, carry the distilled essence of human experience and understanding. Reading them nightly is akin to engaging in a philosophical dialogue where timeless wisdom is shared, one passage at a time. Imagine sitting across a warm fireplace, and across from you is Seneca, speaking about the nature of life and time. He might remind you, Life, if you know how to use it, is long. How often do we bemoan the lack of time when, in fact, it's our mismanagement or lack of mindfulness that eludes us? Such insights, when reflected upon at night, can shape our actions and perspectives for the days to come. Or perhaps you'd stumble upon Marcus Aurelius's intimate musings in his Meditations. It's as if you're peering into the personal journal of a Roman emperor who, despite his immense power, grappled with the same human concerns we all do. One evening, you might read, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." In a world where pettiness and animosity can be rampant, what a powerful reminder it is to uphold our dignity and integrity. Each night, as you open these texts, it's as though you're entering a grand, timeless hall where Stoic philosophers await your arrival, eager to share their insights, challenge your beliefs, and provide solace. It's a dynamic, enriching conversation that spans millennia. But it's not just about passive consumption. The act of reading Stoic philosophy invites contemplation. It's an invitation to question, to debate internally, and to mold these insights to fit the unique puzzle of your life. By making Stoic readings a nightly ritual, you're doing more than just enriching your intellectual reservoir. You're sculpting your soul, refining your character, and preparing yourself to face life's myriad challenges with grace, poise, and wisdom. Over time, these nightly sojourns into Stoicism transform you. No longer are you swayed by life's tempests. Instead, you stand tall, grounded in ancient wisdom, ready to turn every challenge into an opportunity for growth and enlightenment. In the vast canvas of nightly routines, reading from Stoic texts isn't just a brushstroke. It's the very colors that bring the entire masterpiece to life. Lesson 5. Disconnect to reconnect. In the age of ceaseless notifications, endless streams of content, and the digital hum that underpins modern life, there emerges a Stoic call to action that's both profound and pertinent. The act of purposeful disconnection to truly reconnect. It's a curious paradox of our times. We're more connected than ever before, with the world at our fingertips, yet genuine connection often feels ever elusive. Amid the barrage of emails, messages, and news, we often lose touch with the very core of our being, the silent, reflective center that defines who we are. The Stoics, though they lived in a time devoid of smartphones and social media, deeply understood the value of solitude and introspection. They recognized that true clarity doesn't emerge from constant engagement, but from moments of deliberate withdrawal. It's in the quiet spaces between our actions that we often find the most profound insights. Imagine a serene lake, its waters still. Each of our daily distractions is like a stone thrown into this lake, creating ripples and disturbing its tranquility. By evening, if we've thrown too many stones, the water becomes turbulent, mirroring the chaos of our minds. The act of disconnecting is like giving this lake a chance to return to its serene state. Now, this isn't an advocacy for complete detachment or shunning technology. Instead, it's about intentional disengagement. Perhaps it's turning off your phone an hour before bed, allowing the digital noise to fade and making space for quiet reflection. Maybe it's a few moments spent looking out of the window, observing the world without the lens of filters and pixels. As you immerse in this act of disconnection, you begin a deeper, more profound journey of reconnection, reconnecting with your innermost thoughts and emotions,